Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our live stream. And running a little late, but you know Murphy's Law. And Murphy said, anything that can go wrong will. And we've had that happen today. Every technical difficulty has happened today. But, you know, it's not unusual for this area. For a lot of you, I'll give you a little history lesson while we're at it. Murphy was stationed about 30 miles from here at Edwards Air Force Base. And he was a technician on the rocket sled out there, and they did test after test after test, and everything was perfect. When they put a pilot in that sled track to test the parachute extraction system, the parachute didn't open, and of course the poor pilot had broken ribs and spleen, and he was all tore up. And they got him in the ambulance and everything. And Sergeant Murray was the technician in charge on the sled track, and they said, "Well, Sergeant Murray, what do you attribute this failure to?" And he looked at him and said, "Anything that can go wrong will." Murphy's Law was born. So we've had our own experiences here today on Murphy's Law. So I got a lot of things to go over today, and of course I'll just tell you what, you know, Belle sends me an email and she says, put this on your laptop so you can read it, because there's too much for you to remember. And do you want me to change the font or what? Well, I couldn't change that, so I got it on my laptop. So a lot of stuff I have is going to be read from Belle, because she gives me the download of what I need to tell you folks. By the way, first of all, this is Happy National Travel Advisor Day, National Travel Agent Day, Travel Consultant, everybody. So this is your happy day. This is our annual day that's recognized for travel agents, or as we now call them, travel advisors or travel consultants. So happy National Travel Advisor Day, everybody. So I want to go over a few things today, and I told you that a lot of things are changing day by day by day. We're going to go through most of them as we can. And last week we're going to have questions like we did last week, questions and answers. Only this time I'll repeat the question, because many of you heard the answer but didn't hear the question. So we learn a little bit every time we do this. So we'll go through it. And how's our attendance? Our attendance still holding up? We're okay. Good. Well, first of all, I wanted to tell you a little bit about Apple Vacations. They have had to lay off our two favorite people, which is Rhoda Jimenez and Jackie DeFeo, and they were at our conference last year in Cancun, if you remember, at the Palladium Resorts, and we'll miss them. Of course, Rhoda was our Apple Vacations representative, and Jackie was our Travel Impressions. Now, they were laid off April 1st. We hope they come back, because we're going to build this business back up, so they'll have to come back. But Marco Forletti, and you met him. He was at our conference the year before in Puerto Vallarta, when we were in Puerto Vallarta. So Marco is now handling anything. He's the director of West Coast Sales. So if you have anything that you need to know, just send an email to Marco Forletti. Now I'm going to show you the computer so that you can write it down, because it's M. Forliti, M-F-O-R-L-I-T-I, at ALGvacations.com. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Which camera is the best to do, Amanda? That one? Can you see that on the screen? And the reason I'm showing that to you, so you can write it down, or you can take a sneak. There we are, right there. Okay, so you can take a screenshot and see that, because I know as soon as we get off of this live stream, you're going to call me, text me, email me, and say, what is that email again? So there you have it. Make for sure you write it down. Any questions for Apple Vacations, Travel Impressions, all of them, please send the email to Marco. Okay? I think that's enough time for you. And if not, you can rewind it. So you'll have that. So now the next thing we want to go through is Carnival Vacations. Some of you may have gotten an email, some of you may not. Carnival has changed their cruise from, they were going to come out June 27th and start cruising again. Well, they changed it now to July 31st. Wanted to give it another month. So everything will be canceled until July 31st. So here's what they're going to do, and I'm going to give you the ships and what they're going to do. So they won't start until August 1st. And on August 1st, the cruise that will be selling will be out of Galveston, the Carnival Dream, the Carnival Freedom, and the Carnival Vista. And they'll be cruising out of Galveston on August 1st. So you can go in and book those right now. And I can tell you, there may be very little space by the time you get the news because everybody wants to cruise. We were worried about the clients being ready. No, they're ready. Also on August 1st out of Miami, you're going to see the Carnival Horizon, Carnival Magic, and the Carnival Sensation, also on August 1st. Port Canaveral, that's up the coast, you know, where Cape Canaveral was. At Port Canaveral, the Carnival Breeze and Carnival Elation will start there August the 1st, and all the remaining North American sailings will begin on September 3rd. So just know that. The Carnival Splendor sailings will be resuming September 1st. And all Alaska sailings for 2020, unfortunately, have been canceled. So no Alaska this year. And so get ready for next year because people who are going to miss it this year are going to want to really go next year. So that'll be a hot, hot item. The Carnival Spirit and the September 25th sailing to Hawaii has also been canceled. The Carnival Spirit, the Transatlantic on October the 6th has also been canceled. And as with previous pauses or previous cancellations, and there's all of the commissions for bookings that were paid in full are protected. So if those affect you and you have bookings on it and they were canceled or paused, all you have to do is send us here is the email from Carnival saying that this commission was protected and we will pay your commissions early. Give us the sailing, your booking number, and the email saying that the commissions have been protected. We'll send you your commissions early. You don't have to wait until after the cruise date on those. So anyways, the Carnival has sent out letters to all the affected travel advisors and to all the clients that they had. So anyways, just know that. Anyways, commissions for the new bookings will also be paid, including the FCC amount redeemed. So that's the future cruise credit that you got when it canceled that you're moving over. They're going to pay commissions on that as well. So you're going to double your commissions on your cruise. That's not bad. So anyways, we got that. But Irene, our BDM from Carnival, she's going to be doing a question and answer period for all the ATB agents via Zoom. Now, she's not going to be doing a presentation. It's just an open forum where you can ask her any questions you may want. And this was going to be on May the 11th. So we'll be sending out an email blast to each and every one of you. So look for it. And it'll be from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's 9 a.m. California time, 11 Chicago time, 12 New York time, and Florida, Georgia, and all the East Coast. So make for sure you're on early. We'll send out an email blast, but make for sure you're logged in early so that you'll get the benefit of that Q&A by Irene. Now, Norwegian Cruise Line, they have a little thing going on. They started today. They started this morning, but we just got the email on it, and so there was no sense sending it out, but you still have time. You got to get connected to the Norwegian Cruise Line Partners First. There's still time because they're not going to start giving the big stuff away until late this afternoon and this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So you still have a couple hours to get on the Norwegian Partners First Facebook page. Partners First Facebook page for Norwegian Cruise Line, and they've got some specials that they're doing, and NCL is going to randomly provide prizes throughout this whole day through 8 o'clock this evening. And all new bookings made today will be eligible for a chance to win a lot of different things. Okay, I'm going to go through them. There'll be giveaways throughout the day, first of all. But for your clients, they'll have VP packages will be added to random travel agent bookings. There'll be a total of 10 per hour. So if you're going to book NCL, get on there. Okay. Also, they're going to have a surprise $200 onboard credit to travel partners bookings when it's booked via the call center. So that's the call center when you call in, okay? For travel agents, every hour they're going to randomly select a booking and give a travel agent on a record a $500 Amazon gift card. hey guys, why not? And the winners will be announced via Partners First Facebook page at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Of the 10 winners from the above, they will win a grand prize of a thank you cruise drawn via Facebook Live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. There will be 2 will win a balcony cabin, 1 will win a Haven Suite. So if you're familiar with NCL, the Haven Suite is awesome. So this remains to be engaged with your clients and remind them of the additional 20% off, and they'll receive all their future cruise credits. You'll receive commissions, and through May 15, this includes additional 5% bonus for all of you on all cruises. 5% bonus, that's huge. So that's what's going on. And by the way, if you guys have questions, type them in. Go ahead and start that way, because there's about a 20-30 second delay between the time. So I'll go back over what I said, is that when this opens up, there's going to be so many offers out. The cruises for all of our travel agent advisors. Now, it's not going to be all of you. They're going to come to me and say, who should have this? So you get to experience Crystal, but all of you get to apply to sail on a highly reduced to operations, and you log down, you'll see training. So when you guys see training, you'll see Travel Agent University. Click on Travel Agent University, expert in Crystal Cruises. Now, to do that, it's just, it's crystalcruisesspecialist.com. crystalcruisesspecialist.com. And if you want to have that again, send us an email, info@myatb.com. All of you ought to have that. Send us an email, send me a text, whatever you want to do. I'll make for sure that you get the register, where you can register for that as well. But it's under Travel Agent University. So if you go Travel Agent University and look at the Crystal Academy, everything's there. Get yourself certified. And you ought to do that with all of them. Now's the time for y'all to, if you haven't been certified with Princess, to get your Commodore class, get your free graduation cruise. So now's the time. Now, Celebrity's got some neat things doing. Now, they're updating their policies to make it easier for your clients to book and rebook using their future cruise credits. Now, if you simply book by August the 1st, 2020, and take advantage of these great enhancements that they have for sailings through May 3rd, 2022. So you got, here we are, we're talking 2 years. So there's greater flexibility in the cruises. Guests can cancel or change their cruise up to 48 hours prior to sailing. That's also going to be true with Royal Caribbean. We just got an email from Royal Caribbean just before I got on here, and they have the same thing. So, and of course, Royal Caribbean is the mother company for Celebrity, which is the upscale, but they're going to be offering the same thing. So you can cancel up to 48 hours prior to sailing. You know, refunds will be issued at 1% of the FCC, the functional cruise rate, and the bookings must be paid in full. Okay. Now, if lift and shift they have, that's guests who book the same cruise 1 year from the original sailing can move and keep the original booked promotion. So go in there and look at that. Make for sure you go on and look at Royal Caribbean, and go ahead and look at Celebrity Cruises under there, and you're going to see a lot of this. There's going to be a whole, you need to stay apprised of this, especially, you know, that's, and of course, Celebrity's the upscale. Now, they have their best price guarantee. Guests can change their price and or their chosen promotion for up to 48 hours prior to cruise. You've never seen anything like this, folks. Never. This is a great deal. And refunds will be issued as an onboard credit for inside the final payment. So if you're inside the final payment, you'll get an onboard credit be issued to you. So that's it for the cruise line. And I do want to tell you that, start asking your questions now if you would, so that I'll have them. I just have one more thing to tell you. We've had a problem, as you well know, with Ensembles Hotel Express on not getting commissions. Well, here's some of the bad news that we've found out. Some of you have booked using Hotel Express, and you have booked net rates, non-commissionable fares for your clients. Now, they got a great deal. You got a bad deal because you didn't get commissions on it. That's the sad part. There are some bookings we haven't got paid for that we believe are commissionable, but if we haven't seen any commissions on them yet, so I encourage you to call the hotel and give them the booking number, tell them the client's name, give them the dates and see if there was commission on it. And when they mailed the commission, and remember, always get the check number, the date of the check, and the amount of the check, okay? And send that to us with the client's name so that we can research all the systems that there is. And there's a lot of them. I know some, you can't tell when they come in. Well, no, not really. There's about 20 or 30 different systems we got to go through. So help us, help you, and we want to pay you. Believe me, we want to pay you. So, but if you want to book hotels, and I told you last week, what you should otherwise you ought to book on Beds Online. Register with Beds Online. It's an Ensemble preferred. There's two ways you can register for Beds Online. You can register as soon as you click in the back end of your web page, or you can click into your back end of your web page, click on Ensemble, go to Beds Online, and book right there. There's 12 to 14% commission on all hotels, and plus it includes transfers, excursions worldwide. So you'll use the strongest thing you have. And oh, by the way, you're going to find that the prices are more competitive in Beds Online. So use something that's going to pay you more money, give you better support, take care of your clients better. So it's better all the way around. So we have vendors that we know that, like I said, most people use 3 or 4 vendors. Most travel agencies only have 3 or 4 vendors total, maybe even 2. I can tell you some travel agents that you may go to only have 1 tour operator they go to. Well, and then they only have 1 escorted tour operator they go to. And then they have only one cruise booking engine they can go to. Heck, we have 572. You don't need them. But some of you want to have your own niche, and that's why it's in there. But if it's not in there, you can use your own. So, we don't stop you from doing what you're doing. Well, I'm going to be sending out some more information to you, letting you know what all you get with ATB Travel, because we're going to start our promotion things again, and we want you to stay apprised on everything that's going on with ATB Travel and American Travel Bureau. We're having the office still open on a part-time. We're still working most of the stuff by email or for appointments at the office for clients that we have that are local, or for agents that want to come in local. We're doing those on an appointment-only basis so that we make for sure that we keep the office social distance friendly for everybody. So we're still processing the commissions. We're still processing all the paperwork. We still have the office. And remember, if you send an email, it's so much easier. I get this all the time. Well, I called and they couldn't answer my darn question. I know. You probably got me and I couldn't answer, so I said, send me an email and let me get it to the right crew chief. Because we have people that have different specialties. And I might as well get it to the right person who can do it. If it's a commission, I'll send it to the commission manager. But the commission manager don't know anything about your booking you did 8 months ago, and did it sell, did it go, did what happened. So, and she's not going to help you with any bookings because she's not a booking agent. She is a financial type. She does commission management, okay? The same as the travel agent you may talk to may not know anything about commission because she doesn't work in the commission department. So each one. So if you send us an email, we'll make for sure it gets funneled to the right person. You get responses right away, and it'll help us, help you, and everybody's going to be happy with it, okay? And by the way, the weather's breaking, so I'm expecting this thing to break wide open very, very soon. So I hope you have a great time with this, and we're going to do this again every week, same time, same station. So I'm going to open it up for questions and answers, and if there's any of the vendors online, if we have any BDMs or district managers, whatever on the line, please say hello. I want to recognize that you're on our call today, okay? So if you're one of the vendors, let me know you're on the call, please. Amanda, any questions?
Bell says, tell John ATB needs to set up an account on Beds Online.
ATB
Needs to set up an account on Beds Online.
Okay, so Bell just told me, and Bell knows, that if you wish to be enrolled in Beds Online, you're going to have to send us an email, that info@myatb.com, and we will enroll you in Beds Online. We have to enroll you. You can't enroll yourself. So, and I'm getting texts from Michelle. I guess she doesn't know that I'm live streaming. Okay. Natalie, did you get on? Is Natalie on? She's saying there's a problem with YouTube. I hope.
I don't see her in the chat. But
Don't-
we have 25 people in the chat right now.
25 people chatting, she's not one. Oh,
Carnival is here, and
Irene is on. Irene, welcome. Thank you very much, Irene. Let's hope we get a lot of people on your chat room. Let's fill the chat room up with Q&A, and I believe you will. We'll send an email out to everybody, and we'll get that out right away. And of course, what I'm going to start doing, we're not doing email blasts anymore, but I'm going to start personally texting this to everybody that I know as a personal, because we're sending an email blast out, but when I'm getting 80% people not opening their email and all the rejects, they're not seeing it, and henceforth they're not even coming on to our live streaming. And then they want to call why they don't get it. And some of you say, I no longer want to get these, and you may have opted out by mistake. Let us know. So I'll start taking everybody's email personally and send you a little personal text from me so you can get on live streaming. And then when you subscribe, you'll automatically be notified every week of the live streaming. Okay? Okay. Belle, did I get that right? Did Belle just tell me yes or right?
okay, Belle's in here, Natalie's here, Princess and Cunard are on.
Oh, good. Princess and Cunard are on. Thank you very much. Glad to have you on board. We have, of course, new Princess BDM, and we'll be excited about getting getting you in the office and get out and get some specials on. We just mentioned all the folks that are registered in the Princess Training Program. It's now a good time that they can finish their Commodore program. So when all this opens up, they can get their graduation cruise, and now's a good time. Get all these certifications while you're there. And you have it for Princess, you have it for Cunard, and what a way to get to know OneSource is, and you can learn everything about that site. It's a wonderful, wonderful site. So thank you for being on.
Okay, Soon Chang, maybe mispronouncing that, says, he's talking to Darlene, I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. Okay, so we have, Gladys says, no question, but I've been doing webinars as often as possible when not homeschooling. And everyone's just saying thank you. I'm not getting a lot of questions.
A lot of thank you. Good. Well, listen, you know what you can do? When you log into Ensemble, there's all the webinars that Ensemble has had, and they're training. So you go down and look at webinars, click on it. You can go look at those live webinars because they store them there. And they're great training from every different vendor that you can think of. So do that. And if you go to Travel Agent University, you can get certified in many of those different things. And, you know, there's a lot of freebies with those. You know, someone say, well, gee, what do I do? I said, well, if you're going to go to SeaWorld, why don't you go in and get a SeaWorld expert and, you know, heck, you get a free pass and 50% off of the other 4. I mean, good deal. And so, you know, being a travel agent, there's a lot of perks in the industry, but they're not going to just give them to you. You're going to have to earn. You got to work for them. Get your credentials, get it for it, and book. That's the biggest thing. Because what all of these cruise people that are on here, Irene is on here, you see that, and I know that Randy's on here, and of course we have Carnival and Cunard on. They're going to look at what are you booking, who is booking, because those are the people that are going to get all the first come. And if you're certified and credentialed, that's a great thing to do. We're equal in this. I don't get any more because I'm the owner and CEO of the company. I probably get less. There's many of you folks that know deals that I have no idea on. And of course, you know, you have FAM rates. FAM rates cost $20 a month, $19.95. For you, it's free. It's free. So you can go into FAM rates, look at all the future FAM rates that's out there, and there's going to be a lot more coming, so you can see that. So there's a lot of things you get. You get your E&O paid for, your errors and omission. Most hosts don't even pay errors and omission. That saves you about $527 a piece just to have that. The cheap policy is $317, I'll tell you that. But the policy we buy equivalates to $527 a person, as we're the only one that has a multi-million-dollar E&O policy, because we want to make for sure that everybody's covered. So, okay. Anything else that we have there?
Belle says it's called the University of Ensemble.
Belle said it's called the University of Ensemble, and that's where they go to for crystals, is the University Ensemble. Is that Belle's? You want to tell me that?
And then we have Darlene.
Darlene, yes.
Says, tell John Tom from NCL is also on.
Oh, Thomas Chang's on from NCL. Good. You know, I do want to mention one thing. It's not NCL, but it's with Oceana. that we had a couple agents called yesterday. The Oceana notified them of filing for protection under bankruptcy. We don't know what this is going to do to the industry, and there's some work that I have to do with that, and so I'll be working with the Oceana rep to see how that's going to affect future crews, because we do have future cruise credits out there. We have folks that were scheduled on Oceana, and it's frankly a great cruise line. I'm hoping that they can survive this, but they have filed for the initial protection. We don't know where it's going to go yet, but watch the industry close. It's going to happen. They're smaller. The larger companies like NCO isn't going anywhere. Royal Caribbean isn't going anywhere. Carnival isn't going anywhere. Silver Seas ain't going anywhere. They still got a ship at sea that's been out there 40 some days. So being taken care of ultra first class. Gee, what a way to be stuck. So, but you know, some of this happens. We saw this happen in the early days, way back in 2000, right at the turn of the century. You know, if you guys remember Renaissance, what happened, and we recovered all that, and the industry sort of takes up the slack for those that fall by the wayside. So your clients aren't going to be hurt, but we'll watch it close and we'll keep you advised. And so we'll be working that as well. But do want to welcome Thomas, and Thomas keeps us surprised, and he's the one that sent us the NCL update. So we want to make for sure that we preach this every time. So we'll be going over each one of what the vendors send us every week on our live stream. And we'll also tell you when you can see, like Irene's going to have this Zoom where you go log in and see her, and she can see you, and just open forum Q&A. What a wonderful way to go. So you have no excuse not to want to get all your questions answered, okay? Anything else we have?
Natalie says there's an Instagram called American Travel Bureau, and it's great to post beautiful pictures of vacations and deals.
Okay, that is right. Now, Natalie has an Instagram page, American Travel Bureau. You can post great pictures in there. So go to Instagram, look for American Travel Bureau. It's wide open. Post pictures in there, make comments. That's a fun page also to do. Now, we're trying to eliminate all those other American Travel Bureau pages on Facebook. One of them is the Key Site, and as Gladys said last week, that's the one that has 384 people, or how many? There's a lot more than that on. And now everybody's going there, getting ready, coming onto the site. I got to find out. I'm just not technically brilliant enough to figure out how to delete those, but I'm sure Natalie and Belle and Gladys, one of you guys out there, can show us how to delete those old ones so that we only have one American Travel Bureau Facebook page for vendors and for our agents. And we have a lot of great agents in there, because you can go in and you can ask a question. Somebody's going to answer. And we have vendors on there. They can post their great deals on there, and you can get to see them, jump on them right away. So I hope all of you are registered or become a member of the American Travel Bureau Facebook page. At least do that. And also the Instagram page on American Travel Bureau. Okay? Anything else?
I don't see a lot of questions, but we have similar amount of people as last week, so maybe thank you from me that people hung in there though we were late.
Oh, well, good. Amanda just told me we have about the same amount of people. We lost a couple being late, and we were running about 15 minutes. We won't let that happen again. We had an internet failure and equipment failure, and we were running around trying to get everything back up to speed, and took us about 10 to 12 minutes to get all that stuff up, but we're back up now, and everything is okay. So again, let us know what you need. Send us an email. We're still processing commissions. We have commissions going to go out again. We'll cut it off on the 15th, and your check will go out on the 16th through the 19th. There's still a lot of commissions coming in, still a lot of bookings. And get your education. There's no better time like now. And we're going to be sending out an email about some promotions we have as far as helping you build your company site as well for bonus. So we'll be sending that out here within the next couple days as well. And we're very strong. A lot of agents are closing. A lot of host agencies are just not going to make it, or they're just, it's sad. They may not get, some of them say we're not going to pay commissions for the next 6 to 8 months. Gosh, if you've booked and you got commissions coming, you're going to get your money. I don't keep your money. I don't need your money. So there's people out there. I know we've brought on about 10 or 12 folks that have just lost their agency. They want to transfer some bookings over because their agency's closed. We've been able to do that. We've been able to save their bookings, save their commissions, and save their clients as well. And we'll continue to do that. We're not going anywhere, okay? And I want to thank everybody for being on this live stream, and pass the word out. Get those that you think would be good members for us, good, credible travel advisors, travel consultants, travel agents, whatever you guys want to be, to call yourself, get them in, let them see us, and I'll be sending out again what you get with ATB Travel and American Travel Bureau. All of those great amenities you get, plus the ensemble amenities, plus all those other things. So there's so many things that is much more benefit. And I've had people that have had their own agency come over and join us, because even though the split is 75-25, they get more money coming with me because we're at the top of the percentage in commission, and they'd rather get, and oh, by the way, they have all of those costs they have to, oh my God, I feel sorry for those people. And once they come in, they see, gee, I should have done this years ago. Yeah, you should have, but it's okay. We love you, and we welcome you aboard. So with that, I want to say good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining in, and I'll see you next week. Same time, same place, same channel. We'll get on here. We'll make for sure a little earlier next time, and we'll make for sure Murphy's Law doesn't come into our game next weekend, next Wednesday, I should say. 2 p.m. California time, 4 p.m. Chicago, 5 New York, and of course we have people on here from Atlanta and from Florida as well, and Ohio. And we have a couple people from international on as well. And we appreciate all of the vendors being on. We love having you on. We love our vendors. And we'll be out doing things again. We'll have this training and have our conferences again where we get to do this again. So Godspeed to each and every one of you. See you next Wednesday. Good day.